everyone, welcome back to my channel. So really quickly, look what we have here. Ooh, I saw this beauty yesterday. My Maxillariella Tenuifolia is blooming for the very first time. It's one of my Carmela Orchids. If you haven't seen that, you can go ahead and check it out. I'll be sure to link it in the description. But I came out here yesterday and I was watering my plants and doing some work on my balcony, and I saw this beauty. It is usually tucked all the way under there, so that's why I did not realize it, and it was not there a couple days ago. I'm sure of that because I'm always watering and checking them, but I saw it yesterday, and it could just be because of all the rain that we've had here in South Florida. I know at some point outside was like 100% humidity because it was just raining all the time, so I'm sure that we could attribute that to that. And of course my care, I'm so proud of myself. I got another orchid to bloom. This was a baby that I got from Carmela, and now look at it. Let me turn it around because it is backlit out here. So oh my god, it's wet because we got some more rain last night. But yeah, let's take a look at it. All right, much better. So look at it. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. This is the first time I'm seeing one of these in person. Like, look at it. We only have one bloom so far. Yeah, let's see. I'm not seeing any more spikes yet, but hopefully it will be nice to have like this whole thing full of blooms. But as you can see, there is a lot of new growth points. Like, this is new growth coming in, more new growth coming in, more new growth coming in right here, right there, and it's just giving me new growth all over. So I'm sure that I can expect to get more blooms from it pretty soon. But let's just take in the one that we have now because I'm so excited. I'm like a kid in the candy store whenever I see one of my orchids blooming. Like, you don't understand. Yesterday when I saw it, I was like, ah, like I was screaming and the scream could not come out. But look at it. It is gorgeous. Like, look at that lip. Oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. And it smells like coconut. Like the smell that people always talk about. Like, I'm gonna smell it. Let's smell it. Oh, I don't want to stick myself, but oh my gosh, it smells heavenly. Oh my goodness. Not a coconut person either. I'm not that person that love like coconut smelling stuff, but this smells so good. Like, I've always heard people say the coconut orchid, but this is gorgeous. It smells more like vanilla though. I don't know, let me see. Oh my gosh, like if they put this fragrance in a lotion, I would want to wear it. Like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, wow. All right, so whew, I'm just intoxicated by the smell, but let's take in this beauty. Like, I don't want to break it, so I would cry. Look at it. So, you know, let's talk a little bit about how I care for it. It's pretty simple. I don't overcomplicate things. I learned that the more I overcomplicate things, like, it just does not work out for me. So I don't overcomplicate things. I leave it right out here on my balcony. Like I said, it lives, like, it literally lives under this stand right at the bottom right there where that Ansidium is living. Like, let me move this file. It was just right there. Now because it's blooming, I put it up where I can see it, but it was living right there. Like, look, it's right there, tucked away underneath there, so it doesn't get a lot of light. It gets filtered light because the sun comes in from this side in the afternoon. It get filtered light. I water these pretty often with a nozzle sprayer like this, so it's not like it's getting soaking wet. I just usually just spray it. And one thing I started doing recently is adding, let me get it, okay, all right, okay, there we go. So the only thing that I'm doing differently is this. I recently started adding this Espoma Orchid blue booster to all of my flowering plants, so not just my orchids but my Hoyas as well. So anything that flowers, as a matter of fact, everything that is on here on my balcony gets it, because once it's in the sprayer and I'm watering, I'm spraying, even my cacti gets it because they bloom as well. Like you see, one is blooming now, but it's very weird. But everything that blooms, or if I'm spraying and I want to just top off the plants, I would just water with that sprayer on the balcony. Only thing that I don't water with is like the bigger plants, because it will take forever, so those usually get saturated, the water jug. But that's something that I started to do, and that may make a difference. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's, I'm just looking if doesn't that looks like another bud? Like, is it a bud or a growth point? Like, I don't know what the bud looked like, so I'm just assuming. I did not see the bud before it came up. So that would be nice if that's if that's another bud. If it is, then I'll just add it on a short. I'll update you guys on the short, so make sure you're subscribed for that one. But that's the only thing that I'm doing differently. Every time I water with that sprayer there, it gets watered. And like I said, we had that heavy rain the other day. It's pretty humid even right now because we had some rain last night, and as you can see, it's wet because it got rained on. It's living in sphagnum moss, but if you notice, even though it's living in sphagnum moss, like the bottom of the moss, it's not like wet, it's like not saturated wet. There's some bark in here as well, but it is not soaking wet. Like the top looks wet, but I promise it doesn't sit soggy. Like right here is dry, so the water runs through it. And when I'm spraying, I usually concentrate like on the root ball, so it doesn't sit soggy because it's living in moss. You know, it dries up pretty quickly out here on my balcony once the sun comes out. So that is scary. Like, and as far as how often I water, when I have the time. So that might be every day when I have the time, every other day sometimes, every 2 days sometimes. I'm not that consistent person that is gonna come out here and water every single time, because I do have 4 kids. I'm going to school. I have another life. So besides my plants, but it just goes to show that your plants will adapt to your environment and your care. So I'm just excited for the bloom. So let me stop babbling. Alright guys, so that's just a quick update. Another one of my Carmela Orchid that blooms, the second one that blooms. One of my Cattleya did bloom. It was so gorgeous. If you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out as well. I will link that as well in the description of this video. And yeah, so these orchids are really good. Like, if you do the bare minimum, you don't even have to put out the best. I think I only lost one of them, and I think it's because I did not water it. Yeah, and they're seedlings when I bought them, so they need a little TLC. It's just like a newborn baby. But yeah, I didn't water it in time and it died. But look at this one. So proud of myself. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.